Hello, Cloud Monks. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, A Cloud Monk. My name is Sachin Singh, and today we are talking about microservice in layman term. So that means everyone can understand. If they also don't know about the microservice, so they can also be aware. Means what is the microservice, right? So like in earlier phases, what we did, we are creating some web application. We are creating some desktop applications, or maybe we can say any projects. So there are there was approach like this where we just creating the whole applications with different components. So what we can say, so there is like six components which is basically tightly coupled with each other and creating the whole application. So first two, uh, s- for one, two, three, four, 5, 6. So these are six components, or we can say six different features, which is basically creating the whole applications, and we are delivering that application to our clients and customer, right? But in this case there was like one major problem. uh, so what was the problem? So like if we deployed this, let's see, it's a cloud application, and we deployed this application on the cloud, and means our customer started using these applications, right? So in that case, means if any, like we are not talking about the whole applications, if a whole application is down, so let's talk about only the one components. So in this scenario, let's expect this component 3 is down. So like this feature is not working, and because of this, what basically happen, the whole application start not start getting down, right? So nothing is working because of this component. Why? Because like these all six component is tightly coupled to each other, and because this third component is failed, and because of this, the whole components are failing, right? The whole application is down because of this. So so this approach, what basically we changed this approach to the microservice concept. So later a microservice concept came. So what we decided that let's break these components separately. So what we did, let me remove this first. So what we did, we created all six component one by one first. So one, two, three, four. That's component. So what we did, we created first component, second component, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So in microservice, what we are doing, we are basically we are creating these components separately as a independent service. So we break our the whole application into like multiple components, and those are we are running independently as a service, and those are not tightly coupled, those are loosely coupled. So if any failure happen in component 3, then that means that only that component is failing, and it will not impact to other components, and other component will start working as normal. And for the customer, the whole application is not down, only this component is down. So for that, we can say only the whole application is not down, only the one component is degraded, right? In that case, they can what a client and customer can do, they can start working on other components, and only the single component is swelling for them, so their work will not be impacted for other components, right? And when our this component will basically we fix the root cause, after that we can basically up this component, and they can also start using this component as well. So in microservice concept, what we are doing, that we are creating like a separate component as a separate service, and those are like loosely coupled to each other. So we can say, we can take some example where we are creating like we created one functionality where we are doing the SFTP transfer as a single service, as a single component. Another component we created like our application, if our application is storing the files, so maybe we can say S3, there is one concept in AWS cloud, S3. So we can store our files into it, or we can say we can store our files on also maybe some servers, file server we can say. So that is our second functionality. Third functionality we can say, means if we are getting some uh, PDF file or whatever functionality. So like we can separate those functionality and create the loosely coupled applications. So through microservice concept, uh, it's like nowadays it's more beneficial because we all are talking about cloud, right? In cloud we what we are doing, that in cloud we are delivering application through some concept there is one concept called SaaS, software as a service. What we are doing, we are creating the cloud application as a SaaS, and that we are selling to our customer. So we are selling that cloud application to our customer. Customer is start using our application, and they are paying us as per use, right? So in those type SaaS based application, we basically need to ensure that we are following microservice concept, so that it's there, if there is like some failure in any component, it don't break the whole application, right? So that it's not impact our customers. So in microservice, if we are selling our SaaS application to our customers, so there is one term called is SLA, service level agreement. In that we are what we are doing, we are defining some set of rules which we need to follow as a application provider, and also there is some certain rules for client as well. So uh, and there is those term and condition is defined that what will be like uptime of our applications, and if there is like more than uptime, so downtime more than that, so in that case we basically liable to that downtime, right? So like that way this microservice concept is needed. And this was this I explained as a layman term. Maybe in future we can talk about more on SaaS based applications and cloud based application with different microservice architecture and concept. So let's stop here, and in future we can see these concept in more detail. Thanks everyone. See you. Bye bye.